April 9th. It is a Thursday and it is day 34 of the stock market crash 2020. But hey, are we still in a crash? The markets are going up. So we have been pulling back a little bit since this morning, but the Dow is still up 1.3%. So what are the news driving the market today? Again, today is Thursday, so this means that we have weekly unemployment claims. And this morning, more than 6.6 million people, or last week actually, this morning the number was released, but last week an additional 6.6 million people filed for unemployment. So over the past 3 weeks, since we are in this crisis right now, more than 16 million people filed for unemployment. So wow, this is scary. So why are the markets going up? What is going on here? How is this making sense? And I just see that I have this caller text the office there. We don't need that right now. So first of all, it doesn't matter what the markets do, because you know what I like to do. Trade what you see, not what you think. But if you want to have an explanation of why the markets are rallying on bad news, let's have a coffee together, right? It's very simple why they're rallying, because this is when everybody thinks, oh my gosh, we need to pump more money into the system. And sure enough, this morning the Fed said, yes, we will pump another $2.3 trillion. I believe this is what the number was. $2.3 trillion into the system. And they also mentioned in their meeting that we will keep interest rates low, which means at 0%. For the foreseeable future. And this is where right now the market says, okay, let's go up. So let's take a look at this to show you in detail of what's happening today. So as you can see, the Dow, we definitely broke out above this level that I've drawn you here. So now we have a very classical 1, 2, 3 pattern. We went above there, and as you can see, also the indicators are saying right now it is more likely for the market to go up. So let's remove this here just for a second. And you see that the indicators have been green for the past few days. This is where it's more likely for the market to go up. But if you look at the intraday chart of what happened today throughout the day, you see that at first we were going higher. I mean, again, records, complete records when it comes to unemployment here, and we are pulling higher. But you see, recently we have been pulling back a little bit here. Right now, let's see where we will end up going into the close. So what is the news? Why is everybody excited, and why over the past few days have the markets been going up? Well, if we look at these at the statistics here that we see about the cases of this nasty virus here in the United States, yes, we are close to 500,000 people that are infected. More than 16,000 people have died from it. But here is what everybody is looking for. I'm just going to scroll down. The amount of daily new cases in the United States. And you see, it actually seems that we might see a peak. And this is what everybody said, that probably sometime this week or next week, we might see a peak. So we might see that the social distancing is paying off. And this is where everybody is now getting excited. Traders are getting excited and say, hey, maybe we can restart the economy in a few weeks from now. We shall see. But this is what the market is doing right now. This is why for the past few days, you see there's a very strong correlation between the number of daily cases peaking out here, topping out, and the markets just moving higher. So this is what is going on. What we'll also talk about today, you see it here in the ticker. Actually, I moved the ticker away. Let me just bring it back for a moment. So in the ticker, you'll see we'll also talk about options some more. Yesterday, we did the options class. There were quite a few questions that you had that I want to address today. And there were a few questions regarding leap options. So we'll definitely take a look at this. All right, but let's go back to the markets here. Let's see what else is happening. Crude oil today. Today is the meeting, the OPEC meeting, and they actually talked about the decrease of 10 million barrels a day. This is what last week everybody got excited about, but look at today. Today, crude oil down another 7%. Which tells us again, buy the rumor, sell the facts, right? It's so good to have everybody here. Let me just move my monitor a little bit over. This way I can easier see all your comments. So good to see everybody. All right. So let's actually talk options, shall we? Unless you have specific questions regarding stocks that we can answer later. So let me come back to you here for just a moment. Actually, let's do this. You know, if you're joining me live here, do me a favor right now. Click on like, right? This way I know that you're here and that you're enjoying this video thus far. And I always love it when I see all these likes flying in. Secondly, if you're here, you can answer your questions live. However, if you're watching the recording, you see I've set up a website that is called askmarkus.com. When you go there, you can ask a question, and let me show you what this website does. So this is where you will see all the questions, and right now there is more than 245 questions. So we'll be busy here for the next few Coffee with Markus. And some of the questions that came up here that I want to answer is, what are your thoughts on leap options? So we'll talk about that today. Because see the way it works, if you see a question that interests you, just click on like, and this votes the question up, and then we answer them in the order of you are being interested in these questions. So somebody asked, Stan asked, can you please do a live demo on PowerX Optimizer? We'll do that next week. All right, so next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, we're going to do this. But there were two questions regarding options that I want to tackle today. One of them is, what are your thoughts on leap options? This is long-term options. And also Jesus is asking, and many of you said, yes, we are interested in this. If an option hits a strike price and you're assigned to the stock, can you just sell it right away and basically not lose money? So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's talk about these so-called leap options. Let me see. This is right here. Okay. Let me jump back to. Let me actually jump to. Here we go. An options chain. Let me go to my trading account. So in my trading account right now, going into the long weekend, I'm pretty light. So Boeing, this will expire today. So as you can see, I'm making $700 on this one. And my Tesla put is doing pretty well as well. So we're still $1,600 up here in this account. And I was planning to put a few more trades on Monday and Tuesday because, as you know, I'm offering an options trading class. And I know that many of you are already in, and I'm so excited doing this next week. And this is where I want to trade live. This is why I want to actually keep it light so that we can load the account up with positions together. What do you think about this? Okay, but let's talk about leaps. So let's talk, for example, about American Airlines. So leap options are options that have a super long expiration. In yesterday's option class, we have been talking about options that expire in the next 9 to 14 days, something like this. And you will see that there are options that have way, way, way longer expirations. Let me show you. Here, for example, American Airlines have options that expire in 2022. So these are the so-called leap options. I think leap stands for long expiration, something like this. Doesn't really matter, right, what it stands for. It just means very, very long expiration. So I pulled those up. So American Airlines right now is trading at $12. Let's look at the chart here of American Airlines. And let's just say, you know what, in the long run, you're bullish on American Airlines. So it means that you think that American Airlines will go up. So only then it would make sense to buy these options, right? So right now, if you wanted to buy 100 shares of American Airlines that is trading at $12.16, you would have to bring $1,216 to the table. If you want to trade, here we go, a so-called leap option with a strike price of 15, meaning that you are allowed to buy, that you can buy American Airlines for $15, you would have to pay, bid and ask is $460 over $515, let's say around $5. So for the right to buy American Airlines at $15, right now we are trading at $12, you would have to pay $500. Why would you do this? So I'm not a big fan of leap options because if I can buy the stock right now outright for $1,200, why would I pay $500 for the right to buy it when it moves up to 15? Right now, options are expensive. And we talked about it. This is why the option strategy that I like to use right now is selling options. So we talked about it in yesterday's class. And by the way, if you missed yesterday's class, I posted a link in the description right below here so that you can take a look at the class. We went for, I think, an hour. It's an options one-on-one class, and you're going to love it. But let's take a look at the VIX, which is the volatility index. So as you can see, the VIX is still pretty high. The VIX, the volatility is still at 42, and this means that option prices are high. So as long as option premiums are high, I would rather sell options than buying options. Is this making sense? So this regarding the question about leap options. Right now, I would not buy leap options. If you're bullish on a stock, you might as well buy the stock outright because right now they're really, really inexpensive, and options are expensive right now. Is this making sense? So if this is helpful and you're enjoying this, click on like and let me know that you're enjoying this. And if this is your first time here and you think, oh, that's pretty cool information, click on subscribe, because this way you get a notification from YouTube whenever I release a new video or when I'm going live here like now, right now. Okay. So yeah, Karen says leap options are options that expire at least 1 year from the date of purchase. Yeah, we looked at the one that expire in 2022. And Karen, thanks. Didn't know long-term equity anticipation. Again, leap options are just long-term, so long leap. This is how you can remember it, option. So good comments here. And you see, Corey says, I've got a leap option on CCL. This is Carnival Cruise, January 2021 expiration. Right now, Carnival Cruise, let's go back actually to the charts and let's talk about CCL. It is so cheap right now. This is why, if you're really bullish on Carnival, why wouldn't you buy it outright? It's only 12 bucks. So if you buy 100 shares, it's only $12. Or a few days ago, you could buy it for $10. So if you're really bullish, the cruise lines, I'm not. I'm somewhat skeptical. But if you are, I would just buy it outright because right now you're paying a really, really high premium. Okay, now talking about premium. So another thing that I wanted to show you is, as you know, we are doing this options class next week, and some people ask me, okay, Markus, how do you decide what strike price you want to sell and whether there's enough premium in there? And one of the things if you're attending the class on Monday, I have something very special for you. So I did this today. I made it a little bit prettier, a put options calculator that I will give you as part of the class. So if you're joining the class, and as you know, it's only $147, so you should definitely do this. I'll give you this. So this is where you type in your account size. You see my account right now that I'm using, it's a smaller account that I use for trading options here. It's only $33,000. I started it 2 weeks ago with $25,000. I looked it up yesterday, $25,000, $380, and right now it's at $33. So here's what you can do. If you have a few options that I'm looking at, for example, I was looking at the airlines today. I was actually looking here at UAL, United Airlines. And so here's how you can quickly compare if an option makes sense to sell. So United Airlines, you just type in the stock symbol here and then the stock price. And right now, as you can see, it is trading at $31.08. So now if you want to look at a strike price, and I want to go a little bit closer, not to the January 2022, I want to look at the April 24th. So now I want to look at the strike of, let's say, 20, and here's why. Let me just show you. Let's go to United Airlines. So United Airlines today, surprisingly, up. But you see, there might be some resistance right here, support right here at 20, right? So I'm thinking about maybe it would be a good idea for United Airlines to sell the 20 put. And again, if right now you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the options class that I did yesterday. The link is in the description. So let's go back to look at the quotes here and the Excel spreadsheet. So this is what I would do. I'm looking at the strike price of 20, and then I look at the option premium. So right now it's 74 cents over 87. So I probably can get 80 cents for this. So 80 cents, and this is all I need to enter. And I enter the expiration. And you see, this is what my handy dandy Excel spreadsheet does right now. It says oh, this means that United Airlines can actually drop 36% and we'll still be okay. It has to drop 36% before we get in trouble. I think that's pretty good. It also says that based on my account size, I should buy 17 options. I would collect $1,320 in premium. Days to expiration, you see that we have a total of 15 days, but out of these, it's only 12 work days. I don't count the weekends. I only count the work days because on the weekends, exchanges are closed. Nothing is happening, right? So this means that per day, I would get $110 in premium. That's not bad at all. If you can make $100 on just one position. I like to have 4 to 5 positions in my account. So this means that you can make $400 to $500 per day collecting premium, right? So I like this a lot because it means that annualized, I would make 87%. I think 87% is nothing to sneeze at, right? I mean, this is the plan. So this is what I would look at. And then if I want to see, okay, how does this compare to, for example, let's just do American Airlines, AAL, just to have something else here. And I'm bringing up AAL and I'm looking at the chart and I say, okay, what strike price would make sense for American Airlines? And for American Airlines, it looks like probably more towards an $8 strike price would make sense, right? Down here, you always do want to do it below the previously established low. So let's take a look at American Airlines. And let's bring up the Excel spreadsheet. So the price right now is $12.26. So the option strike price, we said we probably have to look at $8 and don't want to go to January 21st, 2022. I want to do it here. So here I probably can only get, let's say 35 cents. So an 8 strike price, I get 35 cents. And you see, oh, I could actually, since American Airlines is so cheap, buy 41 options based on my account size. So 41 options and I would collect $1,444 in premium. This means I would get $120. That's not bad at all. And you see American Airlines also can drop 35%. And we would still be okay. We only get in trouble if American Airlines over the next 15 days drops more than 35%. Possible? Yes. This is why you should always be willing to own the stock. And this is why right now here, you want to make sure that you're not getting in trouble, that you're adjusting your position size based on your account. Now, let me show you one more example, and then I'll take a look at your questions. But is this helpful thus far? I mean, or am I boring you? Because if I'm boring you, we can move on to something else. But if you find this interesting, just click on like really quick or say, yes, let's do another example so that you see my thinking of how I pick the stocks that I would like to do. So here, obviously, I don't want to trade 2 airlines because if airlines are crashing, they probably all do. But we could also take a look at Boeing. You know, I like trading Boeing. It's another stock. So let's bring it up here really quick and let's take a look at Boeing. Let's also take a look at the chart here. Okay, I see you find this helpful. So we do another example here. Absolutely. So let's take a look at the Boeing chart and see where might be a good level here to sell Boeing. 100. See, 100 is probably good, maybe even a little bit higher. But let's first try a strike price of 100, shall we? So we go back, we take a look at Boeing here. We go to a strike price of 100, and we fill in our spreadsheet. So for 100, we get probably $1.55 right here. So, oops. There we go. There's the spreadsheet. So Boeing right now is trading at 150. The option strike price would be 100. The option premium, it's probably $1.55 that we can get. Again, April 24th. And you see, this means that Boeing could drop 33%, so we're good here. However, we can only buy 3 options. Why? Because Boeing is really expensive. So if we would have to buy Boeing at $100, this is when it gets expensive, right? So see, the strike prices here are much, much, much lower. But anyhow, this is where you see, oh, I could only trade 3. not to overextend myself. And that's very important when you're selling puts. You want to make sure that you're not overextending yourself, because otherwise you'll get margin calls. And margin calls are ugly, because a margin call means that your broker tells you, I want more money. You want to avoid that. You want to avoid that the broker says, I want more money. Because if you don't have the money, you would have to sell the stock at a price that you don't want. And usually this is how you can wipe out an account. Anyhow, you see, this is how we would only make $43 a day. So let me ask you, what would you rather make? $110 to $120 per day or $43 per day? I don't know about you, but for me, these are better. So it's very easy to quickly compare which options you should be trading when you're selling puts. So again, I'll explain it all in more detail when we have the class together. So if this is your first time here and you haven't heard about the class and what's going on there, yesterday I did an options 101. Let me just get Corey out of the way here. So I talked about an options 101 and one of my favorite trading strategies, which right now is selling puts. This is what you have seen. And I would actually go up to sell 4 different puts. So my goal is to make $400 to $500 per day by doing so, right? So that would be the idea. I'm actually very tempted to put on one of these trades. I'm very tempted to put on the United Airlines trade. We can actually also analyze Delta. Let's actually see if we can get a cool trade going here. You wanna put on a live trade? I'm a little bit torn because if you have signed up for the class, then obviously we want to do this as part of the class. And since United has already, let's just take another look at the chart here really quick. See, United, I think all the airlines are up today. So if they're up today, this means that probably, look at this, up 13%. The best days to sell puts is on a down day. So this is why, yeah, it will be nice. So if you want to put on a trade and you know what you're doing, then you can do this. I mean, this is where we're looking at these possibilities. I mean, I like United Airlines here, but I don't like to do it on an up day. I like to do it on a down day. And here's why. On a down day, usually the VIX is shooting up and option premiums are higher. So, and we have had United Airlines, let's just take a look at this. They've pulled higher for a few days in a row here. Very, very, very tempting. Very tempting. Let me see how much I can get right now. I really like the $20 here. See if I get some decent premium in United Airlines. I might do it now. And yeah, somebody was asking, are the markets closed tomorrow? Yes, they are closed tomorrow. Oh, holy moly, look at this. The bid and ask is jumping around like crazy. Whoa. 50 over $1.50. That is interesting. I mean, if we could get for the United Airlines 20, if we could get $1, holy moly. Is there something going on that I don't know about? Let's take another look at the chart. I mean, 20 seems to be fairly safe here. We're looking at a 30% drop, a 36% drop. Let's see. I'm looking at United Airlines. I'm looking at the right one. Just wanted to make sure that I'm not accidentally looking at another airline. Oh, yeah. So we are getting a little bit closer here. But let's actually see. We might be able to... Let's see if we can get it for 70 cents. That would be sweet. Let's see if we can sell it. Let's go on trading here. So the quantity, what did it say? My handy dandy chart, 17. So let's do a quantity of 17. Okay, and I want to see with the limit order. I want to see. Oh, now it goes down to 75 cents. So, now we are looking probably at 68 cents. Let's see if this is making sense for me. If we are getting 68 cents for this. Nah. Okay. It's all over the place. Let's see what would make sense. Maybe 75. 75 sounds good. 85 sounds good. Let's see if we can maybe get 80 cents for this. Let's just put the order in the market. We have another few minutes. Holy moly, it's going up here right now. Let's see if we can get 85 cents. I mean, if I can get 85 cents, I'll take it. I'll take the trade. So let's put this on. Jeez. 0.85. Okay, 17 we don't want to buy. We want to sell. Okay, at 85 cents. We're good. 17, good for the day. We have the UAL April 14. Let me just make this a little bit bigger to make sure we have the 20 put. Okay, all of this looks good. Let's transmit it. See our margin impact, $5,500. That's okay. Override and transmit. Let's put this in the market and let's see what is happening here. Let's see if you're getting filled. I'm going to close the option trader and just bring up my account. So here's the order. So, I mean, 80 cents would still be fine. We're trading into the close here right now. And you see, wow, it is going up, going into the close. So United Airlines is pulling up. So I'm selling, the question is from Jeff, I'm selling weekly options. I'm selling the one that is expiring April 24th. April 24th. I want to see if I would get 80 cents. Would I still be happy? Yes, I am still happy with 80 cents. Let me try to get 80 cents. So I'm putting an order in for 80 cents and the markets will be open for another 3.5 minutes. I am right now the ask. That's me. My 80 cents. You see it right here? Are you enjoying this live trading or is this boring you? Let me know. If you're enjoying this, give me a thumbs up. And if this is boring you, let me know, because then we won't do more live trading. Because here, I mean, you hear me thinking out loud. And this is a live account, so this is real money. So you hear me thinking of what I'm looking at if I'm looking at a trade. So this way you get an idea. And you see, this is what we do next week together. If you already decided that you want to be part of this, so I'll find the best options for you. Then we can run them through the spreadsheet here so that we compare them. And then I will show you exactly what I'm doing. So right now I'm going a little bit faster. So you know the class will be limited to only 100 people because I want to make sure that you can really follow along. So I'm going a little bit slower. So the markets are open another 2.5 minutes. I want to see if I'm getting filled here going into the close. If so, I wouldn't mind at all to do this. Okay. So let's just keep an eye on it. As you can see, I have it on European time, 14:57. Just because I'm so used to it. At 1500 military time, the exchanges will close, so we have another 2 minutes. We are the ask. That's me. That's us. It seems that nobody of you is front running me, because if somebody would put in an order at 79 cents, it will show up here at 79 cents. Oh, somebody of you did. Who did this? Who's front running me here for 78 cents? But hey, I want my 80 cents. I know my price. That's why we deal with limit prices here. So I am not willing to compromise here if I'm not getting my 80 cents because, you see, let's go down here. Let's say, what happens if I would only get 75 cents? Still $103. $100 is my cutoff. You see, everything below $100, it turns red. Everything above $100, it turns green. So I want to see $100 per day. So, okay, let's see. Somebody else is front running me. Might be you, might be somebody else. 77 cents. So I think if I would come in with 75 cents, I might get it. Do I want to come in with 75 cents? We have another minute to go. Let's see. Let's see if we can come in at 75 cents. So we're lowering it to 75 cents. That is the absolute lowest that I want to take here today. Let's see if you're getting filled. You see, that's us right now, 75 cents. I am the ask again. I'm the ask. I lowered it. We have another 30 seconds. Let's see if anybody is taking me up on this. Oh, they're dropping the bid. They're dropping the bid. They're not willing to buy it from me for 75 cents. I'm the ask. I'm offering because I want to sell a put. I say, hey, you can have it for 75 cents. Wanna? Seems that nobody wants to have it for 75 cents. Oh well. We shall see. We have another 8 seconds. 8 seconds going into the close. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. No. Okay, we did not get filled on this one, which is okay. So markets are closed, and markets are closed until Monday right now. So we did not get filled on our order. Our order will be automatically canceled by the broker in a little bit. Markets are closed. But you see, this is super, super, super important. Let me come back to you. You have to have a plan. And here, my plan, this is what I've shown you. I wanted to get at least 75 cents. So anything less, this trade is not worth taking. Now, next week, when we trade live together, we trade in the mornings for an hour. So we have a full hour. This is where we probably find a few more opportunities. Honestly, I did not expect to find anything this afternoon because the markets were up. And when the markets are up, this is when usually premiums are pretty low. But here, I mean, in the airlines, it looked pretty good. And I liked United the best. I earlier looked at Delta Airlines, I looked at American Airlines, I looked at Southwest, and I looked at United. And I like the 20 level of United. I actually talked to my head coach, Markus, about it this morning. I said, hey, you want to do it? And we looked at it together this morning, and it didn't look good. Right now, looked a little bit better going into the close. Hey, is this helpful? If it is, you know the drill. Hit on like, and if this is your first time here and you say, wow, that's pretty cool, click on subscribe. So because this way you get notified by YouTube whenever I go live. All right. So Karen says, don't let emotions get to you. Exactly. So super important. You have your plan and you're staying cool here. Ricardo says, this Excel is great to use. Yes. I'll just make it a little bit nicer over the weekend because that's my internal stuff. So when you're part of the class on Monday, I promise you have a really nice Excel spreadsheet that makes it super nice and super easy here. Okay, good. Oh, Frank says, I got in at 80 cents. Good for you, Frank. Hey, I know that you know what you're doing. I mean, trading options, especially selling puts, is super, super dangerous. So make sure that you know how to get out of the trade and what you're looking for over the next 2 weeks, because you have until tomorrow in a week until it expires, right? Okay, good. Rob also said, I got in at 80 cents. Good for you guys. I mean, just make sure that either you are part of the class that we are doing together live next week, because then I can help you with these positions, or that you know exactly what you are doing. Okay. Skip is saying, you need to do this every day. I usually do it very often with my mastermind members. And for those of you who are in the mastermind, I see quite a few of you on here. You already know that's what we do. And this morning we looked at quite a few trades together and didn't really find anything. And I was surprised to see this afternoon that premiums were that high. But hey, good. Okay. Diane, a live room with monthly subscriptions would be nice. Nah, I don't do that. Very, very simple, and here's why. I mean, I did it many, many years ago. First of all, it's like having a job. I don't want to have a job. And how much do most people ask for a live trading room? $100 a month, $200 a month? And honestly, no. I don't want to have a job for $100 a month or something like this. That's not me. I really love and enjoy trading with my private trading group, with my mastermind. This is where I said usually we have a strategy session on Mondays, and then we look at the markets Tuesday morning and Thursday morning. Once a week, once a month, we're trading a whole week live. So I like this better than doing a live trading room. That's not me. Okay. Anyhow, great feedback here. Okay. Breeze is saying, in the course, will you teach you how to select an underlying for put selling? Absolutely. So next week in the class, and if somebody could put the link in there, it's rockwelltrading.com/theta, THETA. So it's a class that I'm doing next week. I'll show you exactly how to look for the underlying. In fact, I'm developing right now a playbook. You see, in my brain, I already have the playbook, and right now it's about extracting it from my brain, putting it on paper so that you have a step-by-step playbook. How do you find the underlying? What is the best time to expiration? What is the best strike price to look for, right? And I'm developing the tools here as I'm extracting it from my brain for you to make it as easy as possible for you when you're part of the class to follow along and do this. So yes, Breeze, I'll do that. Okay, Noel says, love the live trading. That's so good. Okay, let me actually bring this over here. Perfect. Okay, Pablo is asking, the PowerX strategy for TradingView, what time frame do you recommend for ES? I use range bars for day trading and use slightly different strategies. The PowerX strategy is really meant for day trading stocks and options. Okay. Good. Lorena says, the Excel sheet helps a lot. Good. You'll get a copy of this. Robert is asking, great question. Is the Power Alert program dead? Not at all. So the Power Alerts are long trades only. Now, if we look at the chart here, hold on, let me just bring back the charts for a moment. And let me find, there we go. Let's take a look at the Dow here for the moment. You see that over the past, what, month? I mean, today we're at day 34 of this crisis. Everything has been going down, down, down. So, and right now, yes, stocks are going up, and we did have a few power alerts that popped up for us. However, I'll come back to you here. I must honestly say, I don't trust that rally just yet. I don't trust it just yet. This is why I didn't want to issue it, because I don't want you to be caught in a long position when you expect the market to go up and it is crashing down. So, Robert, we are keeping a very close eye on this, and we think that over the next probably 2 weeks, we will issue some power alerts. But power alerts are long only because that's what I said. They're meant for people who have retirement accounts, right? So that you can trade them. So they're not short trades. So that's the main difference between the power alerts and the PowerX optimizer that gives you both long and short trades. Robert, is this making sense? Great question. Really appreciate you asking. Okay. Good. Chris asking, how do you enroll in the class for next week? It's rockwelltrading.com/theta. Or you can call or text the office, 512-337-1885, and they can help you out. So they can enroll you or give you the link. So if you just text them, they can send you the link. Easy enough. Or you go to rockwelltrading.com/theta. And if somebody could post it in the comments here, would really appreciate it. James has Monday's class filled. I don't know yet. If it has, this page will no longer be available. It says the class is sold out. So if right now you still see it, you can get in, but I expect this class to fill up probably sometime today or tomorrow, and then it will say sold out, right? So the main reason why I'm limiting it is because I want to make sure that I answer all of your questions, because the idea is that if you want, you can trade live with Mark and I together. And when you're trading live, you want to make sure that we help you out if you made a mistake or something like this. So that's why I want to make sure that this class is not more than 100 people to make it easy for us to help you. Okay. Good. Okay. Jarvis asking the same, rockwelltrading.com/theta. Oh, there it is. Somebody posted it in here. Okay. So, Dion is asking, do you need to have good knowledge about high premiums or to make better option trades? Well, you see, please watch yesterday's one-on-one class. I post a link to this class in the description here. Take a look at this. It's only an hour, and you're going to love it, I promise. This will help you understand what I'm looking for and why right now option premiums are high. It's because of the VIX, the volatility is high. But then, yeah, feel free to join the class and I'll explain everything in detail. That's why I said the underlying, how to select the underlying, how to select the right expiration, how to select the right strike price. So I'll have a playbook for you. Okay, good. So I'm just, John is asking, I thought PowerX strategies for swing trading. Yes, that is correct. Swing trading means that you're holding a position multiple days. So it is perfect for swing trading. Usually the positions we hold it for, I want to say 5 to 20 days. That's an average time when you're using the PowerX strategy. Let me get rid of this. Okay, so the class. Okay, so let's talk about the class since you asked. On Monday, it's at 7 p.m. On Tuesday morning at 7 p.m., this is Central Time. I'm in Austin, Texas, Central Time, Chicago time. So translate it into your time. So on Monday night, the class is at 7. On Tuesday morning, we start at 9 a.m. That's 30 minutes after the markets open. Why do we start after the markets open? Because in the opening, stocks are moving all the way around and we want them to let settle in, that we see what is the real premium, what are stocks doing for the day. So we give it half an hour. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, we go from 9 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning. So we go for an hour. Monday night, it will be the playbook that we are going through it step by step so that you know exactly what to look for. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll trade live and we'll do it in the morning from 9 to 10 Central Time. Okay. So let's see. John is saying, in the current market conditions, going to a trade over a long weekend can be dangerous. You're right. But here, you see, I'm comfortable because I don't think that on Monday, United Airlines will crash down 30%. I mean, it can happen, but I kind of doubt this. This is why, you see, when I select a strike price, I'm giving it a lot of cushion here. And the cushion that I like to see is at least 30 to 35%. I mean, if I can get a cushion of 40 to 50%, even better. But you're right. I mean, John, absolutely. You need to know what you're doing. Otherwise, I don't recommend holding positions over the long weekend. Tamara is saying, last power alert was on February 19th. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me go back to this. Right? So we talked about it. February 19th was right here. Do you see my cursor? Right here. See, of course this was the last power alert. Because why would we go long when the market is crashing? Right? This is why we haven't issued any. So the power alerts are there to help you make money, right? And we don't want to send a power alert to buy when the market is crashing. And again, right now, I don't fully trust the rally. So I'm rather cautious because I know that you're putting a lot of trust in us with these power alerts. And we're very respectful of this. We want to make sure that we only give you the power alerts that have the highest probability of succeeding. Of course, we can never make any guarantees or tell you that you will make money, but we are doing the best we can to find the highest probability trades to the long side. So yeah, absolutely. Harish is asking, do you also advise on stocks and options? I don't advise, but I have a software that I personally use, the PowerX Optimizer, that helps you to find the best stocks and options to trade. And if you would like to learn more about that, go to mytradingroutine.com. It's a website that is set up for you where I explain everything in detail. So you can go to mytradingroutine.com. If somebody could post it in the comments, I would really appreciate it. And then you can find out more about the way how I like to trade stocks and options in normal times. But right now, since we have unusual times, what you have just seen, selling puts, is what I do right now. And this is how I traded up a small $25,000 account to $33,000 in less than 3 weeks. I think tomorrow would be 3 weeks. So not bad, 30% in 3 weeks. I'll take it. Okay, Antonio is asking, if your brokerage account does not allow you to sell puts, how will this class help you? Not at all. You have to be able to sell puts. Contact your broker. I mean, your broker will tell you that you can or cannot. If you cannot, ask your broker, what do I need to do in order to sell puts? And he'll tell you. He probably says you need to take a test. You need to get some clearance. So I think one of the brokers that is most lenient in this regard is TD Ameritrade. I heard from many people who are with TD Ameritrade that they got the clearance to sell puts like this. But again, it's your broker's responsibility to make sure that you're not losing all your money. So your broker will make sure that you understand what you're doing. So you need to contact your broker. So make sure. Yep. John says, speak to your broker regarding permissions. I cannot give you the permissions. Only your broker can. Good. So what else? Do you have a service for the power alerts? Yes. And we will let you know when we feel that it is coming back. If the power alerts are coming back. Absolutely. All right. Well, guys, this was fun. Now, this is the last Coffee with Markus for this week because tomorrow the markets are closed. Tomorrow is Good Friday and we're observing Good Friday. So we will be back here on Monday afternoon. I wish you a great and happy Easter weekend. Stay safe. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor and give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do this now. Hit the subscribe button, because this way you get a notification whenever I go live. I think you have to hit the little notification bell. Anyhow, have a great weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep your distance, stay at home, right? And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you again on Monday. And also seeing you in the class on Monday. Next week should be good, because the markets have been going up. At some point, there will be a pullback. And the pullback will be perfect for selling options. Take care.